begin here in Gresham after multiple people were killed.
Yes, so this morning Portland police were investigating a domestic incident where a lady had called in concerned for her kids and her husband. The husband is a 42-year-old man, and he was believed to be with two young daughters. So while Portland police was investigating this, they were also giving updates to area officers that the man was considered armed, dangerous, and suicidal. About an hour and 20 minutes later, Gresham police came upon the suspect vehicle behind us here in the Plaza parking lot in the 16200 block of Gleason. As they approach, the suspect engaged them. They engaged in gunfire. The suspect has been pronounced dead at the scene. Immediately, the officers were concerned for the daughters. They broke into the vehicle. They extracted the daughters. Unfortunately, both the 8 and 11-year-old daughters have been pronounced dead. There was some sort of fire inside the vehicle. Investigators are trying to see when and where that happened, exactly how the children were killed. And this is going to be a lengthy and ongoing investigation. It involves the Gresham Police Department, the Portland Police Department, the County of Multnomah, the District Attorney's Office, Fairview Police Department, the Port of Portland Police Department, the State Police. So the area involved in the shooting and of the homicide is going to be shut down for quite some time, likely throughout the day. And so traffic will need to divert around the situation.
John, is there any idea of how the individuals were killed?
There's no indication right now that I know of how the girls were killed. During the exchange with police was when the 42-year-old suspect was killed. And again, it will be determined whether it was an officer firing or the man firing.
Did that suspect fire first?
I don't know at this point, and that's going to be determined through officer statement and through any potential witnesses that come forward to say exactly how this happened. Again, this became very dynamic as the officers came upon the vehicle, and as soon as the man engaged them, shortly thereafter there was gunfire. Immediately, the officers went into life-saving mode, not only for the man but trying to find the children. Obviously, it's a horrible and a horrific scene for all involved, especially the family, but for the officers and paramedics too that tried to save the children were not able to do so.
When you say engaged, do you mean he fired a gun?
Again, that's being investigated right now to see exactly who fired and how many shots were fired. So I don't know that answer at this point. Hopefully later today or just later in the investigation we'll know.
Just to reiterate, no officers were injured?
Her family?
So a couple questions there. No officers were injured in the gunfire. I believe one officer may have been injured in the life-saving for the children trying to get into the car. And as far as any sort of the family history, I don't know the family history, and I don't know if officers have been out to the family before, but the mom was obviously very concerned for her husband and for the children.
What was the information that they had received that made her so concerned, and can you walk us through that timeline again?
So the initial call, as far as I can tell, Portland police responded to a home or location right around 12:30 this morning, where the mom had some significant reason to be concerned that her husband was missing, that the children were with her husband, and that he had made some sort of threat towards them. So officers, while Portland was investigating that, they were giving updates as far as him being considered armed, dangerous, suicidal, and threatening to hurt the children.
Where's his home located at?
I don't know. It's obviously somewhere in the Portland metro area, but I'm not sure exactly where.
And when they found this van, the van was on fire with the man and the two girls inside?
It's not a van, it's an SUV. Okay. But I don't know exactly when the fire started, and that's what's being investigated with the fire. There was extinguishing efforts put forth by officers. It's not as though the car was fully engulfed at that time, though.
We understand that Portland police may have actually had to use some sort of weapon to actually break the windows or to get access to that vehicle. Do you know anything about that, and can you describe that?
I don't know how they gained access. Obviously, there was multiple efforts going on from many different officers using different tools trying to get into the vehicle to get to the children. The windows were tinted and they could not see inside, so they were using every effort available to try to get the children out safely.
Do we know when the children died?
No, and that's going to be determined through autopsies and through all our investigative means to know exactly when and how this happened.
All right, that was a spokesman